But let's move on to this always important topic of the top upcoming Marvel MCU movies with the most box office potential.
So much potential.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to make a list of 10, I'm surprised. I'm curious as to what didn't make it.
Are there 10? That's what I would like to know. Yeah.
All right, let's go through this. Here we go. Confirmed MCU films that could do well in theaters: Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Okay, most likely Blade movie reboot.
That's never going to happen.
Avengers Doomsday. I feel like this is the last Jedi of the MCU at the moment. It'll do well. Avengers Secret Wars. Black Panther 3, really? Had they announced that?
They're going to get Coogler, and I think they already said they know who they want to be.
Okay, Marvel X-Men movie. Thor 5.
We're already into like 2029, almost 2030, by the way, at this point of movies.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4. Doctor Strange 3. Deadpool 4. Okay, I guess that's it. Wow. Are these movies actually being made?
Okay, let's start with the first one, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. That is absolutely, obviously being made. It's got all the hype because of the shots of his suit, and it looks great just him on the street. People like John Barenthal. You're hearing a bunch of different villains. He's apparently going to open with a montage scene. That's why you've got all these extra villains. All the things we want. And
Yelena's in it, maybe.
And that's really what puts it over the top for me, is Yelena Belova in it.
That's
8 to 9. This could possibly make $1 billion if we get like Iron Man or a Punisher in the Iron Man suit, like the spray painted black with the skull and the cool fight scenes. It could potentially.
Yeah, it could do it.
Spider-Man's still popular worldwide.
I think it'll do better than Fantastic Four.
That is almost assured.
Blade movie reboot. I mean, this article just sounds like wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Blade movie reboot. It just doesn't sound like Mahershala Ali is satisfied.
He's been Blade since 2019.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone through what, 4 or 5 revisions.
Yeah.
Turned down for various reasons. The last time we heard from them is saying that we didn't just want to put him in a leather jacket and have him killing vampires. When that's exactly what we wanted.
Right. Momentum is dying on this one.
It's
definitely,
if not gone.
Okay. Avengers Doomsday. I mean, they're locked in. They're filming it. But is it going to be The Last Jedi, where we come out blindly and give it $1 billion?
This one is really banking on Robert Downey Jr.'s performance.
Mm-hmm.
So especially the more we hear about what they're doing with it, he's earning every bit of that 90 million plus.
Right. And we talk about the incursions. They've not really brought that storyline into anything.
No,
right?
But we
don't even know if it is about the incursions. And it's not like the incursion story was a good one in the first place.
Yeah, well, I think this is to maybe answer their own. Like, we wanted to talk about incursion. Someone was saying, he's after Captain America when he took that time with Peggy, right? He put back the stones and then was in a branch universe.
Right.
That's something that caused an incursion. Spider-Man, when he messed up Strange's spell, that opened up the reality and caused an incursion. It's like there's just been one,
right?
Multiple.
But I mean, did you read Bendis's Age of Ultron?
No, I did not.
Yeah,
I don't think Feige did either.
Yeah, of course.
Don't worry.
But it was the Age of Ultron that started the incursions. It was,
that's the canon one that does it, is the Ultron event.
I mean, if you read the story, it's basically Ultron destroys the world, and the only person left is Wolverine and Sue Storm.
Yeah,
and they do a massive time travel thing that basically caused to have undone what Ultron did is what caused the incursion. So he saved the universe.
That's the last one. That's it. Endgame, right? They went back in time to reverse the snap.
Right.
That's essentially the same thing, right? They fixed a big boom with time travel, and you're not supposed to do that.
And they brought up they told the story of Ultron in What If as well. But again, they're not setting that up, and you're assuming people watch these things.
It looks like it's a 2-part movie for them to have all the characters fight each other until we can reset and just have a singular timeline where the Fantastic Four, X-Men, and all of them have already and always existed together.
Yeah, well, it's like The Last Jedi. They think that people come out in mass to see Doomsday, So they'll certainly come out to see the sequel, Secret Wars, and Sebastian Stan has way too much lipstick in this photo. All right, Black Panther 3. Who's asking for it? And they're saying it just this one feels like it's based on rumor. Gonna star Damson Idris from F1. I mean, who said that?
I mean, I liked him in F1, but yeah, that is the first one was a moment. He was great in Civil War. The first one was fine, and then after that, it's like you should have just recast it.
All right. Let me see. Just checking time here. Let's see. Oh, Marvel's X-Men movie. Yeah, they'll screw it up.
Yeah, because this is also this is the recasted version after Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be younger and reportedly with no Wolverine, because Hugh Jackman's really going to play that character till he's 90.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's the feeling that as much talk as Marvel's put out that they've learned their lesson and changed their way, I don't think we're seeing evidence that they've learned their lesson or changed their way.
No.
And if they were, I'd probably be more excited about an X-Men movie than this.
Yeah.
Thor 5. As long as Taika Waititi doesn't direct it, maybe there's a story there.
Chris had to come out and do a little bit of saving face, where he essentially said he doesn't want to work with these artsy fartsy directors anymore. He was talking about Taika, and he had to come back. Oh, I totally didn't mean Taika, but also, if I come back with Thor, but I did mean serious. I did mean Taika. Yeah.
Let's just say I'm more interested in a Hulk Hogan movie from Chris Hemsworth than a Thor movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This feels like a fan.
This is
wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if they could do it, but Doctor Strange 3, why?
Talk about end credit scenes that didn't get picked up. The end with Charlize Theron shows up and he has a third eye. Clea or whatever. And
maybe he needs the money.
Yeah.
And then Deadpool 4 would be the only thing that that would make sense from a fan, wishful thinking standpoint. Yeah. Okay. Worked once, maybe it'll work again.
Of course, they're going to show up in Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm sorry. Yeah. Bo DeMayo. Yeah. Let me pull up the story here.
Because I don't think I have notes on this one.
69. No, we'll just read his tweet.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I've heard him speak intimately about, he's not a fan. Would you believe it?
of current day Marvel?
Of Kevin. Yeah. No, Kevin's just not. DeMayo doesn't
like him. He's I mean, does he want to work again?
Yeah.
Does he want to make nice with Kevin again and get that juicy job? And
not here.
It sucks your soul out.
Something.
Yeah, so this came recently out of Bo DeMayo's X feed. Why don't you read it for us?
Yes. Yep. I was told this in a phone call after episode 5 premiered. I asked the executive if Kevin was happy because, stupidly, I still wanted to help the studio out. Their response was a long pause. And then I was told that he'd be happier if fans and audiences weren't using it as a referendum on what the MCU needs to be doing to fix itself. What makes it worse, I think, is that Kevin has nothing to do with X-Men 97 and could take no credit for it. Even internally, before the show aired, Marvel employees were reaching out to me asking how I was able to make a show this good, given where the studio was and how it's the best thing the studio had done. With their praise, I noticed more and more that I was becoming a threat and a regret to studio leadership. And again, Kevin and Lou couldn't even be bothered to come to the premiere of the show at the El Capitan. They didn't show up to thank fans. They didn't show up to thank Mintas, the Lulls and Houston, or the OG voice cast for how they built the foundation back in the 90s of the MCU. Nope, we were just a little cartoon that wasn't sexy enough or taken seriously enough to warrant the great Kevin Feige to attend.
Well, first, I feel seen. I mean, honestly, we should feel seen that Marvel knows what we're saying about them.
Yeah, but it's what we all said from the beginning, and it's why the show was good. Bo likes the material. Bo knows the material. Brad Winterbaum hired him because they had nerd conversations together, and one of us snuck in and made a whole complete story Bible that he got them to agree upon, and then spent a year fighting them to keep that story Bible intact, which is why what we got, and why he got fired for being difficult, because his difficult was him saying, hey man, you agreed to this. Stop trying to change it.
Yeah. Well, the line that gets me here is in the second paragraph. Their response was a long pause, and then I was told he'd be happier if fans and audiences weren't using it as a referendum on what the MCU needs to be doing to fix itself.
Lore. Pay attention to the lore.
Mm-hmm. That somehow you'd make people happy, that you'd have a successful product if you just stuck with what people liked about that IP in the first place.
Wow. And that's the other big one, right? Is that Kevin and his little cohorts, they just want a Kevin Feige production. Like they want the credit for it all, not someone else.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's an arrogance there. It's the idea of, well, look, you had your little comic books, but we're master storytellers. You know, we are cinema, and we're going to, you're going to like what we give you because we're the experts and you're not.
It's the sheer hubris line from Picard, and that's shockingly also one of the series that suffered from it, or the J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay for Rings of Power. They thought they knew better. They thought they could improve it with their politics, their morals, their all of it, and all it does is make it less. All it does is make it less.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's think a little more sinister. You know, we grew up on comic books. The comic books shaped us, and they don't like who we've become.
Oh,
so they're going to come and
turning. Yeah.
So they're going to come in and take over and make Cyclops say different things, make Superman say different things, and we're just going to accept it because that's who they are, not realizing that it's the people, it's who these characters are that attracted us to them.
We grew up in an age of heroes, and they systematically destroyed every single one of the heroes, from Indiana to Luke to they systematically by design emasculated and ruined them. And now we're in this weird, we want heroes to come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then it also brings up what I'm seeing happen in television now, but it's the idea that, what we're going to do, we're going to make X-Men, and we're going to bring the people back who really love it. And they're going to make a great first season. Mm-hmm. And when they do that, and when they start chiming in on what great they are and how much, based on the original material, we're going to then take it away from them in the second season and tell our story now. So we gave you, we threw the herring out. You loved the first season. Now we're going to destroy the second season.
Bait and switch.
Yeah. The great example of it recently is the Roseanne series, the reboot, where, Roseanne was brought in. She had her writers. She had a clear vision for what the show would be. And she produced a great first season. And then they need to get rid of her. And in fact, if you watch her documentary in the second season, they started writing the second season without her.
Yeah.
And then she started to complain.
Well, I thought she was Jewish. But also, if you look at her picture, she does not look like a black lady. I believe they just wanted her fired because of her politics and other things. Yes.
And so that's the other sinister thing they're doing is, we'll give you exactly what you want. And so all that to say is, beware fallout. They're going to sorely ruin it for you.
Yeah. Well, and that just wait till season 2 of X-Men 97 comes out. Every change they wanted to change, but Bo was in the way. They have changed.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Bo, don't you have a?
Yeah. Diabolical Souls presents every Sunday night. We have Late Night with Gooch and Gang, and Bo will be on again. And he's got fire in there. He's gonna be talking about all the things.
Yeah. Feel like we're going to hear a lot about Kevin Feige on
a lot. Him and his cohorts.
All right.
A little cabal of his own.